Hello and welcome guys to another video, and this time we've got Aggro Paladin. This is one of the cheapest and most effective decks that you can craft as a free-to-play player. Plan is really easy because you're trying to hit your opponent face as often as you can, and if you can be punished by board clear or any kind of removal, you should definitely trade. Also, we are playing a lot of cheap minions to play on curve, then we'll get the refill from Divine Favor to draw more cards, to apply even more pressure, plus also I decided to include few tech cards that can help you to go straight to the face, which is at the Sitting Swamp Ooze, because this if you will destroy opponent weapon, they can't trade into your minions. There are a lot of tempo secret mages, so then you can destroy Alunet. This means that they will have less cards, and it will be just easier to go face to smork. Plus also there are a ton of warlocks, and most of them are playing with Q block. This means that they have Skull of the Manari, which is legendary weapon, and then you also want to destroy this because otherwise they will summon Doomguard and Voidlord, and you can just deny this and they will need to find a different way to get them, which is Possessed Lucky. We've got double Spellbreaker because if they will get those taunt minions, you can just silence them and go straight to the face once again. Plus also there are a ton of Devil minions or Paladins. They are buffing their minions, so then you can just make those minions war but by silencing them. I decided to include Argent Commander, but I think that this last space is really flexible. It's important to have a charge minion, and Argent Commander, because of the Divine Shield, he can survive longer, so if you can connect 2 shots to your opponent's face, it will be really powerful and beneficial for you because you will deal more damage to your opponent. Plus at the same time, because of Divine Shield, this is a really good target for all those buffs. And then on the right side we've got the full deck, which is once again Aggro Paladin, but we are running Call to Arms, Leroy Jenkins, Sunkeeper Tarim. They can help you a lot because Call to Arms can give you 3 minions in 1 card, so pretty good deal. We will have Leroy Jenkins, which can deal more damage, and you are playing this as a finisher. You can play on him, for example, Blessing of Might to deal even more damage, Sunkeeper Tarim to buff your minions. But if you prefer to go for the different deck, there are also 2 different ways. First is the Murloc Paladin, which is also aggressive deck, but then you will need a little bit more epic cards because you will need Gentle Megazord, Murloc War Leader, and so on and so on. But if you will decide to go for the Dude Paladin, which is also called like Silver Hand Recruit Paladin, then you will need Level Up to buff those recruits. And there are also a few other cards, but like the cost, the total cost of those decks is pretty much the same. So right now, if you know how to upgrade this deck, if you know how to use most of those cards, we can just see this deck in action. We are looking for 1-drops. Against Warlock it makes sense to keep Divine Favor, but there is something even more important, which is playing on curve. Okay, here, Squire. If we want to, we can play a little bit more aggressive and play Blessing of Might right away, rather than Hero Power. I just hope that we'll get another 1-drop, and there it is. But then the File can kill my Squire, so that's why we'll go just for it. Play around the File, it's pretty important. Because right now there is no way how he can deal with this. And what will happen next? Next we'll have Blade to buff this and deal more damage. We've got Spellbreakers, so we are not afraid of Possessed Lucky, at least if there will be only 1 of them. Maybe he's thinking about coining out something, a 1-drop. If he will go for it, I can use Blade to trade into it. Yeah, okay.
Trust me.
So Blade over Knife Juggler, because then the File is going to completely destroy me. if we'll kill him just with Squire. Oh, we've got self-seed. Okay, wait. We can't play something that have... We can just attack or use self-seed deckhand, hero power loss in the jungle. Because then he won't have like the perfect chain of 2 health minion, like yeah, 1 health into 2 health into 3, because it's like considered 3 health points. So that's why I don't want to play Knife Juggler here, and then we probably want to keep weapon, because they're like... Okay, we'll attack because Juggle will be enough to kill him. We've got 10 points of damage. He can play Defile, but then Squire will survive with 1 health point. Oh, Bill into Dark Pact, probably. Okay, just hero power. So we are still playing around the Defile. Because Defile can destroy us completely, then we won't have any way to come back, to make a comeback. And this is Control Warlock because we have seen Beetle. Okay. The mystery unsolved. Or wait, like... Yeah, because he... Squire is still alive, that's why. And then we've got another Spellbreaker. Oh... Like... Fine, we are close, we are close. Please do not have everything and anything. Hellfire will kill him. I'm thinking about keeping Divine Favor, because we've got coin, we can coin out double 1-drop, and then soon after this use the Divine Favor. We're probably playing against Tempo Secret Mage, so this might not be the best play, but we will see. We've got Protector, then we can coin out Blade. Then we'll have 3 mana points. This means like Self-Seed Deckhand, Hero Power. We can trade everything. Let's see if this is counterspell or not. Okay. And then Self-Seed Deckhand, Direwolf Alpha makes a lot of sense. It just depends what do we prefer to play first. Because this is not counterspell, so this should be explosive. And if this is explosive, it will be the best to play Protector, then develop Alpha, or do we want to deal like, then we'll lose 1 mana. So this... It was also okay to just play Hero Power. He managed to deal a ton of damage to us, but... We've got a seeding. I want to keep this, it's pretty important. We can test if this is... Oh, Mana Bind. I'm a little bit scared because this costs 0 mana. You can play other cards if they are super cheap and then play Mana Bind. Okay, never mind. So we just need to... Oh, Divine Shield. Of course, I can protect my minions. But do I want to attack? What if I will get another weapon? Yeah, I can swing once. If this will be the Alnet turn, we can go for Acidic. Otherwise, we have to hope that this is not Counterspell. Oh, like 2 spells, so this should be it. Yeah, it will be counterspelled. Okay. Then... Hero power, but do we want to trade with Divine Shields? Or maybe we prefer to just go face? I don't want to use my weapon on minion. I'm a little bit scared because like the only way how we can lose right now is taking too much damage to our face, because if he will get a ton of burst, like double fireball, maybe he will get ice block, maybe he's playing this card. We already seen mana bind, which is a little bit weird. Like I think this is the one of the worst secrets that you can include in the deck. Okay, there is weapon. I just hope that there is no spellbender. Oh, so there should be... Wait, we have seen double explosive, yeah?
Evil will be purged.
Repent.
What if there is Vape Nation? No way. Attack this, then see.
Repent.
Yeah, we will pop Ice Block on next turn. Okay, yeah, I know. I probably misplayed here. It was much better to use Blade and then pop the Ice Block. Yes, and one card for you.
I'm late.
Oh.
Late.
Evil will be purged. Reporting for duty.
Okay, we should kill him anyway, even with this misplay, because it was much better to pop Ice Block. Then it was almost impossible to kill me with this whole burst because I had Taunt Minion. But right now he will need like Firebolt, Frostbolt. Okay, yeah, so in the end we still won. Okay, here we'll try to play on curve, we'll keep Dermal. Also, I think like even if you will misplay, you should know how you misplayed and then do not make this kind of mistake, like for the second time.
Is someone injured?
Oh, Here, we will coin out Acidic because he's not playing weapon. At least I think that this is probably not Dragon Soul Priest. No one is playing with this deck. I know only one guy. It's called Jeleniowatyy, but normally on ladder I don't think so. We'll play Thermal, but we also want to play around Potion of Madness. So then do we want to play anything? Okay, we'll go for it this way. Because even if he will play Potion of Madness, he can just attack the other Taunt Minion. So it makes a lot of sense. Okay, there it is, Dark Reaper. If we want to, we can use Spellbreaker on next turn, or there is something even better, Blade. Yes, and then we can attack with the buffed up minion. Attack here, and let's go. If we'll see second Dark Reaper, then we can use Spellbreaker. It just depends against what kind of deck we are playing, but this looks like Combo Priest. He's playing Dark Reaper because this minion have a lot of health points, so it makes sense. We want to, like Potion of Madness is a card that is playing. Here we'll develop the board. On next turn we can use Divine Favor, that's why I decided to create such a huge board. Usually we are trying to play around something like a Task Breaker, but here we don't really care because we want to throw all those cards from our hand to then get better Divine Favor. Oh, that's interesting. But I really like this card, like 5 mana 5/5, so already pretty good stats. And then you will also get Silence, and Silence is super expensive in this meta. Okay, do we want to go face? Like, what if there is another Silence? Then we should play it here and attack. But what if there is... What if there is Dragonfire Potion and he's playing with control? So that's why we'll attack with weapon, because we don't really care about taking this damage. We can make board a little bit smaller by trading those minions. Yeah, okay, fine. It's really close to killing him. Like, on next turn, maybe it will be enough. And even if he will play Shadowward Tap, for example. Okay, okay, wait. Yes, it's enough.
Your magic shall not fail.